Writer-director Zach Cregger has dropped another Zach banger, and it is called Weapons, guys. Yeah, I just saw Weapons on Thursday. Pardon for the delay for getting this out. I didn't want to shoot a YouTube video on the weekend. So, first of all, straight out the gate, if you're wondering how I felt, I loved it. It was tremendous. But it was not at all what I was expecting in the slightest. Which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I liked the movie regardless. I assume, something I never got about reviews is when they give you the recap of what the movie's about when you're watching the review, as if you're not moderately familiar. But just in case, because this is what people do, Zach Cregger's Weapons is about one day a school teacher walks into her classroom to find 17 children missing. Security camera footage reveals they all willingly ran out of their house at 2:17 in the morning at night, and only one boy did not do it. And the town is desperate for answers, and through the film we see vignettes of characters who are involved in this case somehow doing their best to solve it and deal with the ramifications of these missing children. Now, that being said, Neon and A24, they have Neon especially. Let's see who did this movie. Okay, it's A24, but Neon this is a bigger problem with them, is having the best marketing teams on Earth, and then the movies have to live up to this exceptional marketing. Now, as Neon, I didn't feel that quite as much. I wasn't like, oh my God, this is going to be the greatest movie ever, but I was so intrigued, so hooked by the concept presented in this trailer. That I was expecting it to be almost like, sort of like Prisoners. If you ever saw Prisoners with Jake Gyllenhaal and Hugh Jackman, Paul Dano, I thought we were going to get like a supernatural take on something like Prisoners. But this film was not as dark and mysterious as I was expecting it. This is a straight up dark comedy, and that's fine. That is totally fine. It is a horror comedy that I was laughing throughout, but it was tremendous at what it did. And where the movie really shines here is the cast of characters. That's the first thing I want to start on. The ensemble cast is amazing, and I haven't seen Julia Garner in, I think, anything. I loved her. I absolutely loved her. I thought she was so tremendous and a great actor, really great, and she played this role to perfection. And my notifications are going crazy right now. She played this role to perfection, and then opposite so many tremendous castmates, we had Alden Ehrenreich, who I did not know was in this movie. I love him, dude. Han Solo himself. I love Alden Ehrenreich. I think he is tremendous, and he was great in this movie. In a different sort of look, different sort of character for him. He was really tremendous. Josh Brolin, of course, I think steals the show in a lot. Actually, no, I'll get to who steals the show later. Josh Brolin is just incredible in what he does, and I want to talk about some stuff later with his character, but I'll get to that in a second. Benedict Wong was absolutely incredible, and I heard Pedro Pascal was supposed to be in this movie. I think this is who he would have played. I'm not sure who he was supposed to play, but I think he would have been great in this role. But the show stealers are the little crackhead character, pardon the term, I don't know what to call him, the vagrant drug user. Him and Gladys steal the show. And I don't want to speak too much on Gladys yet, because I'm going to save that for later. But the guy who plays like the drug user, homeless guy, was so great. And every scene he was in had me dying. And just his performance was absolutely incredible all the way throughout. But this ensemble cast, they all complemented each other perfectly. And the movie is essentially a series of short films, long scenes, intertied together through various POVs. This was a really cool approach, really great. Now, that being said, because I think I'm not going to dock it points for not being the movie I made up in my head, but I do feel this movie would have been a 5 for me, because I gave it a 4.5 on Letterboxd. I feel like it would have been a 5 for me if they kept that like real dread and tension throughout, because I thought like the mystery itself wrapped up quite easily, and not that I could predict what was going to happen, but it was a lot more run-of-the-mill than I thought it was going to be. Granted, I loved what they did and how they did it, but I was expecting something a little more mind-blowing with that's what was going on, this or that, where I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. So that's the only real critique, is that what it all built to, I was like, Yeah, nothing wrong with that, I guess. But I just thought it could have pushed further and gone to the extreme and found something really dark and meaty to sink its claws into. Now, speaking of meaty claws, Josh Brolin. I want to speak on his character for a second. And we're gonna start to vaguely touch into spoiler territory here, but I've got the point across that I enjoyed the film. Josh Brolin's character, I loved the stuff with him, and that we see he didn't tell his son he loved him often, and he regrets it so much now that his son is gone. And then he sees this assault rifle above his house, and in this dream, I thought that was really cool. And then later it's revealed that Josh Brolin's son is the one who's like randomly picking on this kid for no reason because he comes from a loveless home. That was really great. And that's something I didn't pick up until later when I was thinking about reading some stuff online. So thank you to the Reddit user who made that connection about like his son behaves this way because this and that. And yeah, that was really great. Something else I really liked is we're going to talk about Gladys now, okay, guys? She was a tremendous character. And with Gladys, I really thought that it was cool how they didn't explain much about her. I was just having a conversation with a lovely, lovely friend of mine, and her point was that she wishes that like movies would go more into the backstories, like on something like Bring Her Back, which I'm going to make a video on because I was obsessed with Bring Her Back, about how did that woman get all these VHS tapes and how did Gladys just know all this witch stuff. I just assume they used to be a part of that, or they are like in Bring Her Back. She used to be a part of this like witchy coven cult, and now she's just moved on to her happy suburban life, but that still happens. And with Gladys, I'm not too concerned with how she, and that now we're getting into full spoiler territories, guys, here. I'm not really too concerned with how Gladys became who or what she is, but the fact that she is that, oh my God, that's what this woman is. And she stole the show. Every scene, just so much charisma. I was glued to her. I thought she was so funny, so good. I absolutely loved her performance in that movie. Just incredible. And yeah, that she was like the heart and soul of the film. And she doesn't come in until so late, but I wanted so much more with her. And she was just absolutely incredible. But yeah, that is, so I've harped on and on enough about the characters and the cast because that's the powerhouse to me. Cinematography was absolutely excellent. The vibes were great throughout. Great use of that opening scene. So good. I absolutely loved it. I made a big stink, if you read my letterbox, about how dark every damn scene was. Like, I couldn't see anything in the final act when they're in this dark house. I couldn't see a damn thing. I could hear it all. I could see, or I could hear the sounds of people attacking each other, and I knew. You ever talk so much that you get caught on your own tongue? Sorry. I knew it was like one of the tweaker, the vagabond kid attacking Josh Brolin or whoever, but I could only tell from the sound, and I couldn't see so much what was going on. And that seems to be, some people who saw it in IMAX said that was not a problem at all. So I think Landmark Cinemas, you got to update your bulbs, please. I'm begging you. So that's my only real critique, other than I yearned for more from the plot. But that's okay, guys. So at the end of the day, Weapons delivered. Zach Cregger is the man, guys. I'm so excited for what he does next. Yeah, and I think after Osgood Perkins revealed himself as a bit of not the guy I was hoping he would be for me, I liked Longlegs, didn't love it. Like, it was very well shot, great concept, but Longlegs I could go on about. But and then The Monkey, that was just like simple good. Like that felt like a Blumhouse like movie of the week to me, not something like, oh yeah. Whereas this and Barbarian, oh yeah. So yeah, guys, Weapons, absolutely love it. If you haven't seen it, please don't watch. I hope you didn't watch this video all the way to the end. But if you did see it, let me know what you thought, and because I would love to specifically answer me this: do you wish we got more backstory on a character like Gladys, or do you not mind that she arrives and oh yeah, this is what's going on here? So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Thank you so much, and have a great day.